Let's bring in Media Buzz host Howard Kurtz to talk a little bit more about this. Howard, great to see you. Like Aisha said, the new omnibus bill calls for a ban on TikTok from devices used by federal employees because we know China is collecting personal information. Let's listen to China expert Gordon Chang on this.
TikTok is owned by ByteDance. ByteDance, although nominally private, is a Chinese company. Every Chinese company is under a compulsion to spy. That's because of the Communist Party's top-down system. And so clearly, no matter what protections we try to build in, ByteDance is under that compulsion to commit espionage. So we've got to recognize that.
Okay, so Chinese companies have a compulsion to spy, is what he says, on journalists and everyday people, everyday citizens. What do you think about all of this?
Well, there's a history to this international mystery, which is that Donald Trump tried to get TikTok banned on national security grounds. And let's face it, this business about borrowing it from government devices is just a kind of a fig leaf to make it seem like the government is doing something, because any government official can go home and use his or her personal iPhone to get TikTok, but they couldn't get it through, and so they settled for this other opportunity. Now, the reason this is so difficult is that TikTok is insanely popular in this country. And so when it comes to this talk about, well, maybe it's going to be completely and totally banned, I think I would exercise some caution. The Biden administration is slow-walking a solution. Yes, it could order the thing completely sold on national security grounds, but there's a split within the administration in which some people that work for the president think that it's too valuable as a messaging vehicle to just bar it from our shores.
Yeah, I mean, is there a way to regulate it so that, because it is, people use it for campaigns, candidates use it for campaigns. I mean, teenagers that's all they have. That's where they get their information. So is there some way to separate the fact from the fiction on this app?
Well, I mean, then you get into questions of First Amendment. Think how the reaction would be if the government tried to regulate Twitter and Elon Musk or Facebook and so forth. But, you know, it's so monumentally stupid at a time when the company is under such fierce scrutiny to do this spying on 4 journalists. They work for Forbes, Financial Times, and BuzzFeed. The editor of Forbes said, you know, this was a direct assault on a free press. It used to be if you wanted to eavesdrop on somebody, you had to, you know, tap their phone or break into the Watergate Hotel. Now it can be done through IP addresses, and TikTok has acknowledged this in firing the staffers. It's the worst nightmare, that it really can't be trusted as long as it's controlled ultimately by the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah, it is unbelievable, spying on those journalists. And of course, you know, in China, kids and teenagers, everybody there gets a different version of TikTok, a more educational version. You know, we can talk about whether Americans should be allowed access to this, but let's listen to former National Security Advisor under Trump, Robert O'Brien, and see what he has to say.
This is a real security threat for the U.S., and more than just the tracking and the personal data and the geolocating of our American citizens. They're using the algorithms to drive divisions in this country, to polarize us and to pull us apart as people. And we need to get rid of this thing. It's worse than a Trojan horse.
Worse than a Trojan horse. So, Howie, go ahead, react.
The algorithms, you know, try to feed you what they think you will like. That's why it's so popular. But look, let's reduce it to a cold political calculation. 80 million active users of TikTok in this country, most of them under 25. If the Biden administration were to ban it, there would be blowback. They would be blamed. It would be an unpopular move. That's why I think the administration is searching for some kind of compromise. It may not be possible, but I'm a little skeptical that as much of a national security threat as this might be, that TikTok is just going to be outright banned. There would be lawsuits, and we'll have to see whether the two parties can come together, how serious they regard this threat as being. Anita.
Yeah, no, it's a tough situation. There's definitely both sides to this story. Howard Kurtz, thank you so much for giving us your insight today. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.